grade at the private school. So I was just like a nervous wreck. I had no self-esteem. I had major anxiety. And I was offered a drink. I was offered alcohol. And I said, yes, I'll do it. I thought in my mind I had now found the cure for fitting in, for finding my way through life, through high school. And I thought maybe I could meet friends. Maybe I would survive, basically. So that was basically the catapult for a lot of bad choices that followed over the next few years. I graduated from high school and then went off to Coastal Carolina University. And of course I took my alcohol consumption days with me. And anything that actually was heavy or a struggle, I took a drink. It became like an addiction, but at the time I would never tell anyone that it was that. I used to drink like once every few weeks, and now it was every time there was a problem, which was like all the time. So I was now 21, 22 years old, and I said, I don't want to do college anymore. I want to figure out my future later. I want to, take this time off, move home with my mom and dad, and I'll figure my future out tomorrow, So I told them I would get a job, I would be responsible, I would do what I had to do, but I didn't. I did, but I didn't. Good girl, not such good girl kind of thing going on. And I would work at Chick-fil-A during the days, be with my family during the days, and then I would go out at night and drink. And I did this for a few good months, and everything was just fine, at least so I thought. And then it became April the 1st of 2006, and it was another normal-looking night on the outskirts of it, but it was anything but a normal night at the end of it. It was about 10 o'clock at night, and I went out on this night yet once again with those friends of mine. And we drank, we partied, we went to a restaurant, we went to a nightclub, and we partied some more. I remember I was with a guy at the time, and we were flirting, dancing, playing pool, having a great time. And it got to be 3 a.m., and the club it had just closed. It was time to go home. And the last thing I remember was turning out of the parking lot onto the road that was to take me home. And everything I'm about to tell you from this point on was either told to me, I read it in the incident report, or I heard it on the news. About 5 minutes into my drive home, I lost control of my car, and I ended up crashing into the patio of a nightclub that was off the side of the road onto the road that was to take me home. And not only at 3:15 a.m. did I crash into a building because I was intoxicated, I crashed into 8 people with my car, killing 2 of them and injuring 6 others. At the scene of the wreck, I was lying in my vehicle where the estimated time of death was written on my arm, and a tarp covered my car. They thought I had died, clearly. 2 hours later at the scene of the wreck, someone came over to retrieve my identity to find out who I was, and when he did so, he reached through the driver's side window across my body towards my purse, and he brushed up against my knee, and I breathed. And that's when he realized that I was in fact alive. He needed help, and they rushed me to the hospital immediately, where the majority of my victims had also been taken to. The first thing I remember upon waking up in the hospital were my mom and my dad standing